Hello crafters, it's James here from Creative Expressions and thank you very much for joining me once again. If you've got any new crafters here with us, then we've got a great deal for you today. So it's a perfect time to join us. All of you that have seen me before, you know exactly what this is all about. Our treasure chest event is an opportunity for me to put together a really interesting bunch of products, normally some dies and stamps, certainly a bit of Cosmic Shimmer, show you a couple of techniques with a few products and give you a really amazing limited time deal. So don't forget, it's only while stocks last. All the links are below for the offer. So there will be the main link, which will take you straight to the Creative Expressions website, and you can click through whilst you're watching me now, or you can do it on catch up and watch me at a later stage. And do just make sure you get in there, click on that link, and then you'll get that without one click. You'll get the complete bundle in this week's treasure chest event for yourself. So it's a great deal. It's a great theme this week. It's actually all birthday themed. So I've done a few different ones in the past. So this is all about specifically sort of birthdays. I think it's something we're always making cards and gifts and tags and invitations for. So this is a great little bundle we're going to keep going back to time and time again, which I think you're really going to like. It's got over 65% off. We're getting some really great deals. The more of you that are watching, it's giving me a little bit more power to speak to the right people and get some really good deals. So do keep making sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell, get notified, tell crafters about it in the traditional way, your clubs, meets and get together. Say, have you seen James on the treasure chest? Because he's got some amazing deals. Tell them. The more that watch, the easier it is for me to get some really good deals week after week for you from the people I need to speak to at Creative Expressions. So without further ado, let's have a look at what's in this week's treasure chest. So eyes down, we can see here, we've got a real great selection of Sue Wilson dies. And this whole bundle that we've got here for you is an RRP. If you add it all together, it would be over £63. It's £63.47 for everything you see here. And like I say, it's just £19.99. So just with that one click, linked below, it's just £19.99. Oh, by the way, if you've got any questions, if anyone's new joining us, or you want to ask how you use something or how you use the website, you can comment. We are live. There will be the Creative Expressions team following this, so they will help you either during or shortly after the event to come back to you. So make sure you can certainly make use of that as well. So do comment below. We love that. Let's have a look at what we've got. So I'm going to start left to right. Let's do this one here. So this is the birthday gifts. This is a huge collection of dies from Sue that you can see there that we've got. It's 8 dies in total with some sentiments, and it's all about these little gift boxes and bags and tags. And it's creating all this sort of inspirational idea that we've got inside the packaging from Sue herself. So that's just one of the die sets. We've got another one that works perfectly hand in hand. This is your birthday candles. These are great. So you've got 3 different size candles. These are all individually cut out. 2 really nice sayings and a lovely font. So put another candle on your birthday, it's your birthday. So it says all happy birthdays, and look at that inspiration from Sue herself and some of the card samples that she's made. We'll take a look at that in a few moments. I will share some of that with you. So that's 5 dies in that set on its own, and this is one huge die on its own. This is one of Sue's boxed sentiments. So this is all different sentiments, and the great tip with this is it's not just about using the square as you see here. And I'll show you the die, because it's a huge piece of metal. Let's just measure that actually, because I think I want to say, yeah, it is. It's 5 inches square, so it's 5 inches by 5 inches. Obviously all the dimensions are on the website, but just while you're watching this video, 13 centimeters if you want centimeters square. So it's a 5 by 5 card topper. I mean, it's huge. But using all of these word pieces that drop away, the dropouts, if you like, the bits that we'd normally see as wastage, are, don't forget, sentiments in their own right. So not only are you getting this fantastic background, you're also getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different sentiments in there. And you can see here with what Sue's done, how she's treated that. She's used them as a background, like I've just showed you, make a really nice big 5 by 5 sort of background or topper. So you can use it as a cutaway, or the bits that actually get drop out, if you like, and then using it as a sentiment just there, just to make your card sentiments as well. So that die alone is huge. It really is. So that's included. We've got another separate little sentiment. I love this one. Make a wish, little cake. I mean, it's birthdays. Of course, it's been used for all sorts of little things. A little cupcake. The cupcake is separate on its own. You can see it's a little bitty cupcake. And they're all embossed and de-embossed. So loads and loads of details. And if you know Sue's dies, high quality, cut really well, and hugely popular. I'm sure you've seen me working with Sue's dies over the course of time. I've also popped a little mini stencil. Now, these are so cute. I love these. They're just great to collect. They've got a little hole punched in the top so you can store those on a nice little craft tag if you've got them and flick through them. And this is our circular stars. So it comes like that, really little tiny, just to add a bit of detail, maybe to a small invitation card, ATC, something like that. But also maybe to duplicate and make a really nice background pattern with. And then we've got some Cosmic Shimmer as well. So I've got two crystal tints. These are great. These I don't often use, but when I do, I like to show a couple of different techniques. I'm going to share that with you in a moment. A caught in crystal technique, if you've not seen that before, and also using these as paint for stained glass window style type effects, because these will work on porous and non-porous surfaces, so like acetates and glass and plastics, things like that. It doesn't mean they're dishwasher safe, it just means that you can use them on there, they will dry, and they are translucent, so they are a translucent crystal dye. And then we've got this striking fella here. This is really ultra bright, the neon polishes. Come in a small range of colours, and they are shoot, look at that for colour. I mean, it just jumps off the screen, doesn't it? That's huge. I mean, I'm looking at this. I mean, it's great for these sort of neon colours for birthdays and celebrations. It's like, but even, again, all year round, this could be Halloween. This could even be used for Halloween as well. So don't just think of these products, Cosmic Shimmer, oh, that's my birthday one. No. Cosmic Shimmer is for all of your products. So this could easily be used around the seasons. But I'm looking at that thinking Halloween at the moment. I don't know why, because it's nowhere near Halloween, but there you go. So if you've not seen these before, these are our glass pot dispensers. They come with the foam applicator built in the top. All you need to do is just click that aside like that, and you can store it in there. And then I tend to use my lid as a little sort of stand to pop those on while I'm working, which you'll see. So I have a play with that in a bit as well. But let's see what Sue's done with these products and also our design team. So I want to share some of that with you across these range of products. So as I said, $19.99. If you want to jump ahead, the link's below, you can click on that, and then that will take you straight to the website where you can make use of this fantastic offer. So all of these bits and pieces for 65% off. Why wouldn't you? It's brilliant. So this is the candle die here, just an idea of using the candles as a shaker card that we've got there. We've also got them just using them as a background. That's been done as a circular stamp. It could easily be the circular star stamp though, popped into there. That I've pulled in just to give you an idea of how you could use those two. We've got another one there using the gift boxes and the Make-A-Wish die that we've got there. That's a really, really nice little tiny idea. You could even go to town with something like that, make a wreath of all the boxes and all the candles put together, do that as a topper. That would look absolutely terrific. Here's a couple of cards from Sue she sent over for me kindly. This is just using that 5x5 backing. You can really see the size of it. So can you see what she's done? She's cut out the words, placed them back in, but then overlaid black just to highlight those two particular sentiments, and then used the line of candles from this candle die. So just those two die sets alone create an amazing card topper that you can then mat and layer how you wish. So that's just one idea. You could even go more simple, just using that one die alone, picking out birthday wishes and then letting the rest of the words around the outside. I think that tone on tone, white on white, and then picking out that detail, that could be in neon polish, look absolutely stunning. Then we've got the birthday wishes, again, using that cutaway from this die here, as I was explaining to you in the center. You can actually use that as a sentiment in its own right. That's exactly what Sue's done here. And then she's used some of the gift boxes from the other die set that I've included in the treasure chest today as well. Got quite a few here, so I'm going to go through these quite quickly now because I want to get on and show some things. So this is, again, using the candles. Got another one here using the small candle set. I love the little small candle set. Loads of Cosmic Shimmer glitter bits there as well, and the frosty sparkle pieces. And another set of the candles with one of the sentiments from that set as well. Really like that. I think it's really striking just having that one colour. And then we've got some that actually looks like Sue's done a background there using the crystal tints technique, a little similar but on Murray card. So I'll show you that in a moment. Then we've got the words like I showed you inside the packaging. There's some inspiration from Sue where you've got the words that have been cut out and used as sentiments. And then just look at that topper there, just that one background on its own 5x5, huge piece, looks absolutely brilliant. Or maybe even just using that as a background, then cutting into it with another sentiment. So you can actually use maybe the Make-A-Wish and cut into that with that, for example. Just some little inspirational ideas. There's one more I just want to share with you because I really like this idea of the black background with a really bright, different coloured parcels. That would look great, wouldn't it? If you had all those parcels for your birthday. Wow. Okay, so we pop those sentiment those cards to one side that I just wanted to share with you, and we're going to have a little look at a couple of these Cosmic Shimmer products at what you can do. But don't forget, all of these dies are included in today's bundle. Those 3 huge bundle sets there, the Make-A-Wish die and the sentiment and these Cosmic Shimmers for just $19.99. So let's have a look at the crystal tints to begin with, and I'm going to share a concept with you called Caught in Crystal. Now, it starts off life, and I'm going to put a piece of white card behind so you can see what I'm doing, with some just normal acetate, can be heat-resistant acetate. We've got it on our website. The links will be below for some of these techniques. Now, these come in a range of colours, but what we've got for you, we've got the yellow citrine and the pink topaz that are included in this. And they come with a really novel, you just need to push down and turn, a really nice little dispensing pot here with a nice fine nib. And what I'm going to do for this technique is just let it drip out of the pot. So you should be able to see there from above. And I'm just forming these little circular blobs. Now you can actually let this dry like this on the acetate because it is usable on porous and non-porous surfaces. It will work perfectly. I could just stop at that, let that dry, and I've got a really nice polka dot background. But we've got 2 colours that I've included. So let's go in with the pink topaz as well. Add a few of those drops. Now, this is definitely one of these techniques where it's easy to add a little bit more if you need to. So don't go too mad. You don't want to waste your product. I'm just looking to cover the majority of that acetate, something like that, I would say. And what we're going to do, because it's all water-based, you can go in there, you can use an applicator, a sponge, anything you want. But I'm actually just going to use my finger because what I want to do is just mix these together quite lightly. I don't want to mix them too much because they will go muddy, and they're really nice bright colours. So we don't want to detract from that really nice bright background that we're going for here. But I'm just going to make sure that my acetate is mainly covered. So there's a couple of areas there that I just want to add a little bit more. So I'm just going to go in there, and you can do this. You can just go in, add a little bit more. Like I said, it's easy to add then take away. So don't waste your product. I know it's on a great deal, but you want to be able to use it on as many backgrounds as you can. There we go. So what I'm now going to do is just bring in a regular piece of tissue paper. And this is the bit I really, really love. So I've got here just one sheet that I'm going to take off. And I'm just going to screw it up like so into a ball. I'm going to open it back up again and screw it up a couple more times. And what I'm doing is just getting some crease marks into the tissue paper. So it's just regular old wrapping tissue paper. Nothing special. And I'm going to go over the top of this. Now, just before I do, just to give you a couple of ideas. Now, this is a little extra. They are on the website, some glitter jewels. These are little mini stars. Because this is on acetate, because it is crystal tints, it's also a form of an adhesive in effect. So anything I place on top of this is going to stick. It's going to adhere. So I'm using that as an excuse, if you like, to add a little bit of glitter, a few stars, and I've got in here also a little bit of our white glitter from the Cosmic Shimmer range, which is our glitter jewels range. And I'll just check the colour. This is the Diamond Snow on this one. It's nice and fine, and it just adds a little bit of sparkle. So what I'm going to do is go over the top with my tissue paper and just place that down over the top and pat it onto the acetate. Now, because it's tissue paper, the crystal tint is starting to show through, which you can see there. And the sort of secret, if you like, with this technique, don't want to be too rough. You just want to pat the paper down, pat the tissue paper down. And if you get any white areas, and I'm just going to do one area up here, just go in with your product over the top of the tissue paper and just add a little bit more. And this is where I was saying it's easy to add and take away, because what you want to do is try and get to a stage where you don't see any white tissue paper. And what I tend to do is I work up a large sheet like this, and then I've got it as backgrounds, or I can die cut from it, and I'll show you all of that in a moment. So I've just done that one corner there, just to show you how that finishes off. If I lift this up carefully with the white card behind, you can see there, That's what I'm looking for, is not to have any white areas of tissue paper, unlike this area here. And I'll show you what that difference makes. So this is the back that we're looking at here. I'm going to show you what happens. If I just put that to one side to dry off, when that is dry, and I trim away all the tissue paper that we've got, and you'll love this. Look at that, absolutely striking. You can see all the little stars in there. Got the glitter, we've got the pink topaz and the yellow citrine, crystal tints. So there's the background that we were working on. Even the back of it looks great if you want a sort of a slightly different texture and more muted. But obviously the front with the acetate gives it a really nice glass sheen, and that looks absolutely striking for backgrounds or anything at all. So such a quick, easy technique to do for your crystal tints. Now there are a range of colours that come with these, but I just wanted to show what happens if you didn't colour the whole area and you had bits of white tissue paper showing. It still dries, it still works, but you'll get this sort of effect on the front. You'll start to get little areas where there isn't some crystal tint colour. And that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. It depends on what you want to go for. So because I want to have constant colour, I just make sure that I've gone back over my tissue paper and done that. Now you leave that to dry. You can leave it to dry overnight or something like that, and that will then maybe a couple of hours roughly, depends on the air temperature again, but it just takes an hour or two to dry, and that's the effect you're going to get. Now you can go ahead and use that. I'm going to show you a couple of different colours here because they do come in colourways, but exactly the same techniques. This is just using blues and purples just to use some different contrasts. I've actually die cut out a frame here that you can then use that to matte and layer some of your dyes up. And then you could even go and place that back in. So that's how you can use this technique to create sort of a coloured background like I've done and showed you there. So that's all of the crystal tints working through there. So you can do exactly that same technique using this here. Now, another technique you can do with it is you can also stick your die cuts onto acetate, like I've done there. I've put two die cuts, one on the front, one on the back, and there's acetate trapped between the two. So I'm just going to go in and use the crystal tints on the reverse. I'll lift this up to try and show you. And I'm going to colour it in, a bit like you would a pen, into the centre of this tulip. Tell you what, we'll do all three of the petals using the pink topaz. Nice bright tulip. Now it looks a little bit messy from this side, I know, but what you've got to remember is once that's dry, you turn it over, and what you're actually viewing is that side there. So you get a really nice, sharp, crisp image, and it is completely translucent. So behind there, it will let the light through and it will show up really nice and bright. Now I've got to be a bit careful because that's obviously still dry, and you would leave that to dry, and when it's dry, then you'd flip it over. I just wanted to show you there, obviously, how that looks. So really simple technique. You can use them to colour in your die cuts as well over the top of acetate, and that would look great in an aperture card or something like that, for example. So let me just put that to side. That's using the crystal tints, just one technique on its own, really quick and simple to do, and so effective. Now let's have a look at the neon polish. Now the neon polish is absolutely striking. So this, use the sponge applicator just like you may have seen me do before. Create a little ski slope on the edge of the pot. It gets the applicator. Look at how bright that is. It's absolutely, it is neon. And then you can go straight over the top of your cardstock, and like all of our product, it lays down so smoothly and so well. You get such good coverage with just that one pass. Now if I just let that dry just briefly for a few seconds, a minute at the most, if I then go back on with another length product, do you see how you can get a darker shade again? So as I lay this product over, it becomes, if you like, less and less opaque, and you're going to get less and less, sorry, transparent. So you get more opaque, more solid, the more colour that you apply down there. So that's using the neon polish, just standard on card. But like many of our polished products, you can use it on MDF. So this is just MDF. Now I have gone over the top with a bit of primer from the Cosmic Shimmer range, just because this is a sort of semi-translucent product, especially when you put it on very fine. But it does give you the ability to go straight onto MDF and 3D products like that. So you can create some really nice, vibrant colours. Now, again, that to begin with, just one coat's quite light. Just go over the top with a second coat, and you can see how that's going to become a much richer neon colour. Now I go over the top again with another coat. Once that's dry, and then it's going to be a little bit richer again. It's just a case of using the sponge applicator, building up your layers 2 or 3 times. I'm putting it on very fine. I mean, that is already dry on that side, so I can go over the top with another coat and build that up quite quickly. And you can see there the coats that it's giving. So you can use that on the top of your MDF elements as well. It also works really, really well on embossed cards. So there it is on a bubbly background. Look how that looks. That looks absolutely striking. That is just a case of just putting it over the top. You don't need much on your sponge at all. I always take off the excess off my sponge. I've got very, very little. It's not all big and globular on there. It's just a thin coating over the top of my cardstock. Very, very little pressure. And then that one little bit, there you go, that's finished off that whole area. And then I would just, once that's dry, go over the top, maybe one more coat, and I'll just get them that little bit darker. But that looks stunning background. You look at the two colours we've got coming into play in the treasure chest today. You can see how those really do give a lovely celebrationary birthday effect, but also, so I'm still thinking Halloween here, but I think that's great for different techniques. I really love the colours. On black card, you can use it on black card. It is very, very subtle. It is there. It's not one of those products that changes colour on black, so I think it's worth pointing that out. It's quite unique. It is all about being that very, very bright neon colour, but it does give you, nevertheless, an effect on black card. Maybe if that's kind of what you're going for, that would work really, really well. Now you can use it through stencils as well. So if you've got a stencil, I'll just very quickly show you here. And we're going to go in. Now you can use your sponges with these, but you may find that you want, I'm possibly going to, no, that's going to be absolutely fine. I was going to say you can turn around and use a stencil brush as well. I'm just going to do a very, very small area here just to show you how that looks. But just tapping that through a stencil just to create a bit of background interest works really, really well there as well. So you can use that as a product stencil. And I can also scoop a little bit of this out, place it on my craft sheet. You need the smallest amount, take my water brush and add a little bit of water, and I can actually make a paint because they are all water-based. So all your cleaning up and everything is done with water. And then when I've done that, the more product that I add, the more intense, the more water I add, the more obviously paler the effect and colour, but nevertheless I have now got a neon water paint as well, which can be quite subtle, and I can go in with a little bit more and darken that down as well if I so desire. So you can use it as a paint for stenciling, use it on your die cuts, so many different ways that you can use. All of our polishes are always hugely popular. So that's just a few of the ways. So let me just pop the lid onto that one, and I will just clear up that like so. And let's bring back in everything that we've got in today's bundle, just to remind everybody. So we've got those three magnificent dies from Sue Wilson herself, right across the birthday gifts, birthday candles, and the birthday wishes. The Make-A-Wish die as well. We've got the little mini stencil, I almost forgot about that one. We've also got our 2 crystal tints and our neon polish in the Cosmic Shimmer range, not forgetting that some of these things that you can create using the neon polish, if I just leave those there, and also this, really, I love the background colours on that for the crystal, quartz crystal techniques. So it's everything there. Oh, if that doesn't roll off, that's $19.99. The link is below on the treasure chest today. So if you want to head to the Creative Expressions website, you can do that straight away right now and make your purchase for the bundle at $19.99. So it's over 65% off on the treasure chest. So normally it's over £63 worth of goodies that you've got there, and you'll get to have some real fun with that for all your birthday projects and others as well. And obviously with these Cosmic Shimmer products, if you keep going for these bundles over the last few weeks, the next few weeks, you'll find that you'll build up a really nice collection of Cosmic Shimmer products and get to try out some different things. And if you really like something, which I'm sure you will, you'll discover a whole world of Cosmic Shimmer with so many different color ranges available on all these projects and products that I'm selling with you. And you'll get an idea of what you can do with them, and obviously the things that I'm telling you, you can try it in lots and lots of different color ways as well. So thank you very much for watching. As I said, do like, subscribe, and share this with all your crafting friends. But until next time, thanks for your time, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon.